Three, two, one. Command has been given. Crank him up.
Let's go. When I say I don't know, I don't know.
Let's go, baby.
Now, the morning drive.
Buckle up, everybody.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It's a game changer.
I listen to you guys every single day on my way to work.
Well, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on the radio.
You guys are amazing.
What are you doing over there?
I'm going to the top.
The morning drive with Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
To the bat balls.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90, live and on the air for this Wednesday morning, May 24th, 2023. Mike Bagley here in Del Marvelous Studio 1D. We've got Pistol Pete Pistone in the Paisan Palace in Chicago. We've got Sammy and Davey in Studio 134, the Beltway Bureau in our nation's capital. We welcome each and every one of you to this Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day to you, Triple P.
Good morning, Bagman. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to one and all. Halfway home here on the work week and a little bit closer to the huge Memorial Day weekend. I did some research yesterday. I was just sort of bouncing around yesterday, did some odds and ends between what started last night, Baggy, through Monday, between television and streaming. There's no way you could keep up with the amount of motorsports that are going to be televised in the next 5 days.
Impossible.
It's mind-boggling. I mean, I watched a little last night, some dirt track racing on Flow. They had the USAC sprint cars at the action track there in Terre Haute. There was a window over Terre Haute yesterday, by the way, in case it gets a little rainy in Indianapolis. And then just the stuff that's happening this week, and obviously, you know, what's happening at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the NASCAR stuff, the Indy 500, Monaco. This is an embarrassment of motorsports riches, my friend, for sure.
Well, I look at all this we've got coming up this week and this weekend, and I ask myself, are we going to run out of internet?
I hope not. We're in trouble if we do, pal. We are.
Listen, we are going to test the internet infrastructure this week and this weekend. And even a little bit after that, we got some stuff after that as well coming up. There's going to be a lot of stuff streaming. I don't know how Flow Racing must have servers the size of a state.
It's amazing.
To be able to take all of these live feeds and then send them out, and you can... What they do is impressive, man. I do not know. There's one weekend they had like 23 events or something like that. It was
live events,
an insane number of live events.
And Flow and Racing America and Dirt Vision, if you like the World of Outlaw stuff, they also archive the stuff. So on Racing America, I caught up on some things that happened over the weekend. Like Slinger had their super late model season opener on Sunday afternoon. What a heck of a race that was. You can watch that as well. So it's amazing. It really is. So I did some of that last night, watched some basketball. The Heat stayed alive there against Jimmy Buckets and the Miami Heat. Watched a little baseball. It was a beautiful day here yesterday. Couldn't have been nicer. Like 82 degrees, had the windows open. It's going to be a little cool today and tomorrow, but we're in for, fingers crossed, a really nice weather weekend here, Memorial Day weekend-wise. What about you on your side of the country?
We're going into some 80s. Yesterday was spectacular. So I got off the air yesterday, and I took the vehicle over and gave it a bath. And while I was there, had a great time basically hanging out at the car wash. It was one of those things where you drive it through, then you bring it around to the detail bay, and then you get out, and then the men do their thing, and then off you go. Well, while that was happening, chatted with the guy going in, and then I brought it to the detail bay, and I got out, and then he was there, so we started chatting. Then this other guy came up, we started chatting, and then the guy that did the car, when he got done, he and I started chatting, so we were having a good day. Then went and had lunch, and I had to go to Staples to get a stapler, and they hardly had staplers at Staples, which I don't understand but whatever.
That's an outrage.
Then I went and had lunch, and it actually was a pleasant surprise. Aliana took care of the bag man. Went to a restaurant that rhymes with scooters, and they had buy 10, get 10 wings.
Tutors?
And I said scooters.
You said rhymes with.
Yeah, but that rhymes with scooters. Sorry.
So anyway, I'm like, because my normal is 10 boneless medium tots beverage. I'm like, you know what? Let's
double it up.
Tots. Buy 10, get 10. So, Buffalo Wild Wings, you'll have to wait for another day. And we had a good lunch. And then came home here, and I've got company coming this weekend, so I'm trying to get the house right. So there's been a lot going on. Set a new track record for waking up early. So we've been up all night, basically doing stuff around the house.
Well, Dave Calabro, what is it? What's the track record?
Take a guess.
2:12.
I say 1:45.
I'll go
no and no.
Davey?
3:15.
No. Keep going.
12 midnight. You woke up at midnight.
Back it up.
11:30. What time did you go to bed,
Well,
bud?
what you go to bed at? 4 in the afternoon? That doesn't make any sense.
11:48 p.m. New track record.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
How much
You woke
sleeping-
up the same day you went to bed.
How much sleeping did you do in the middle of the day?
That's not
None.
going to bed.
I didn't have a nap yesterday.
That was your nap.
That's in fact,
So-
you didn't go to bed, dude. You just
Here's
took
the
a nap.
thing.
Just close your
it was
eyes
like
for
a
a
little
minute.
nap. So something dawned on me. I lost a week because I'm not. I'm having a hard time getting my arms around this in Memorial Day weekend coming up here. So I thought Memorial Day weekend in my haze of planning was next weekend. Oh no. Well, the doctor has sent me for a colonoscopy, but I have the consult to do because I'm on a blood thinner. They need to talk to you first, or we're going to do whatever. Well, that's tomorrow. Well, they send you this packet of paper. My God, where is it? Hold on a second. It's 9 pages that I had to fill out, and I rolled over at 11:47, and I'm like, boy, I tell you what, I think I need to fill out that paperwork because the appointment's on the 25th. And I'm like, now, wait a minute. Now, when's the 25th? All right, now,
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Oh, my God. Let's get up and do paperwork. So I got up
9 pages?
in a fit of terror, and I got copies of stuff and, all this. Anyway, I got to get it to them as soon as they open. And then that one thing led to another. Well, while I'm up, I might as well wash the sheets in the guest room. And then while I'm out, I might as well do this. And then, yeah. So,
Yikes.
Yeah, new track record, 11:48 p.m. Eastern time, up and about this morning.
What time?
Last night and this morning.
What day is the procedure? And by the way, boneless wings, we hardly knew you.
No. Once we go tomorrow, and Tony Stewart, once we go
He's in the booth
and have
Sunday.
the consultation, then we'll do the scheduling of the thing. And then that's where it gets dicey because I got to get transportation, I guess. I don't know if I can do Uber. I've got questions for them. So we have to go get all that. And then, of course, they'll prescribe you the old
bottoms up
flush out, and
yeah.
So anyway, this is phase 1 of the 3-phase process. Phase 2 is obviously the scheduling of the procedure, and then phase 3 is the execute. Well, I mean,
not the execution.
Wrong
Take
term.
it easy.
The actual procedure itself.
Right.
So,
which
anyway, that's coming up tomorrow.
As we mentioned many times, the procedure itself is usually a piece of cake. Although you'd like to have a piece of cake when you're done, it's the night before. The preparation for that procedure is not pleasant.
Oh yeah,
but it's very necessary. So good for you for doing that.
Right.
And again, our message to you out there: take care of your health, and that's something you need to keep an eye on for sure.
Yep. Doctor's been leaning on me pretty hard. He's like, got that colonoscopy scheduled yet? No, it's in the works. I go the next time. Hey, what's the status for that colonoscopy? Okay. All right. I'm working
Doc.
on it.
Jeez.
Listen,
what are you on
I
commission?
travel a lot. I'm not home that much. So we got to kind of wedge this in, pardon the pun. So
okay,
it's like,
easy.
We have to, it's taken us a while to do. It's taken us about 8 months to get this thing scheduled. So tomorrow is step 1 in the process. And again, all you men out there, if you're I think that's 45 and up, 48 and up now, that they're encouraging men to get colonoscopies, get checked for colon cancer and all that, rectal cancer.
Yeah.
So take that very seriously and get that checkup and nip something in the bud if something is there to be nipped before it has a chance to grow.
That is absolutely correct. Yesterday, I got a call. We have a dinner reservation on Friday night, and it's kind of sort of my birthday is next week, but I'm going to Worldwide Technology Raceway in Gateway next week. Gateway. And that Friday's my actual birthday. So when we're done with the show, I'm going to drive down to St. Louis. So we're going to go out this Friday night for dinner, a nice dinner. Carmine's Restaurant in Rosemont, nice Italian steakhouse kind of a thing. And I made a reservation.
Is that associated with one in New York?
I don't think it is. I think that's part of the Rosebud group of Italian restaurants here. I think it's different.
Gotcha.
But it's really nice. Been there before. Looking forward to it. The way to kick off the weekend. I got my little golf league now that I'm in on Fridays, which I'm looking forward to because we don't have the Big Ten show now for a couple of months, so I've got some time off in the afternoon. 2 days in a row, Baggy, this restaurant has called me to confirm my reservation for Friday night. And I'm like, and I get it because I'm sure it's going to be really crowded. But like she called yesterday and she goes, I'm just confirming your reservation for 7, whatever it is on Friday night. And I said, yes, you called yesterday. I want to make sure that you got that. Oh, yeah, we're just making sure. So I have a feeling I'm going to get called every day this week before I throw the green flag on dinner on Friday night at Carmine's. Jeez.
Well, look, I get it, right? They're trying to be vigilant. They're trying to make sure that you're coming. But one phone call and phone call where they connect with you should suffice. Now, if they're leaving you voicemails and they're unclear, but if you're already confirmed, how many more times do I need to confirm? See, that stuff drives me nuts. I got a lot going on. I don't want to be wasting time with stuff like that. I don't care if it's a 3-minute phone call. Yeah. It's just one more thing you got to deal with and do. So,
plus I got a text. Press 1 to confirm and 2 to cancel. And I'm like, confirm. And I said, if she calls today, I'm going to say, are you low on pasta? What's the problem here?
How many people are going to this thing?
Just me and Shelly.
Oh, okay.
Just the two of us.
Yeah,
I think you got a party at 12.
Well, because I could imagine a larger party. You want to confirm that because it's a large venue. Like you don't want to get burned by people not showing up when you could have certainly made what I can imagine they make a lot of money on like a private room. Yeah. So I thought that's what it just. That's.
I take it back. It's the three of us actually.
But
it's
still,
Mia as well.
Oh yeah,
it was her birthday last week.
Shoot.
I know.
Yeah, Mia into the situation.
You're not even a party of 8.
Yeah, we're party of 3.
You're a party of 6.
Yeah,
like
that's all right. Whatever. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But I just been wondering. Like this is the second time now in the last month or so when we had a restaurant reservation, they're peppering me with, "Are you coming? Are you going to be here? Make sure you don't miss it." All right, I'll be there. Take it easy.
Put a little pepper on it.
Put a little pep on it, son.
Speaking of put a little pepper on things.
Yeah.
And in the category of things to be done.
Yeah.
So I get the double whammy here. I'm probably have to do them back to back. I have to renew my global entry, which is TSA pre, and then global entry to come back into the country.
Michelle's doing
and my passport all at the same time.
Oh boy.
Any tips? Anybody had to do this lately?
Shelly did global entry, and she said it took her 45 minutes, so that wasn't so bad. Passport, that one I can't help you. I don't know about that.
Well, I'm not worried about the interview. I'm worried about the turnaround time to get to the interview.
Yeah. I don't know.
I only did pre recently, and that was, Tori literally dropped me off at Reagan at National Airport. I go in, do what I need to do, call her, and I was like, hey, I'm done. And she goes, oh, okay, I just got home. And I live like 5 minutes from the airport, so she had to just turn back around and came pick me up. So I don't know. All I know is that you're not allowed to like smile in your passport photo. And I will take a picture of mine and send it to you guys. I look like I have been arrested and am being booked into prison for crimes against like
every part of humanity,
animals or something like that, where it's just like boy, I'm done here. I'm going away for a long time. This ain't gonna be a fun time, seriously. And I like the lady when we went to Ireland. The lady looked at my passport. She did like a triple check. She looked at it, looked at me, looked at it, looked at me. Looked at it again. Her eyes got wide and were like, ugh. And then she gave it back to me, and I was like, yeah, I know it's pretty rough. So my tip for you is like, don't hold your eyes open like a serial killer, basically. Baggy, that's what it looked. That's what I look like.
You look like that guy they pulled out of the spider hole. Remember that guy?
just someone who knows that they are done for, terrified. Like it's bad. It's really bad.
So when I initially got this, you do the application and then they set up an interview and then you have to go to the airport and you're interviewed by like a TSA officer. And then based on that interview, they either approve you or they deny you.
Yeah.
So I got myself together and, you don't want to go in there looking all ragged. So you got, tightened up and you want to make sure you look presentable and professional. Sure. So, you get the khakis on, you get a polo and, I'm not saying we dust off the old Dave Marcus wingtips, but, you go in there with decent stuff.
Why not?
So I go in there, and now, first of all, the guy's in the office and he's in the TSA uniform. He's got the bulletproof vest on, right?
What? Well,
and then he's got the belt, like he's got the guns. I mean, he's ready for action. If something happens, my man is ready to leap into action. So he's sitting there in the chair. Pete, this is hysterical. So he's sitting in the chair, and his arms are resting on his guns and his taser, right? So he's sitting there like this, and then he takes his hands and he puts his hands where, and you'll see police officers do this, they'll put them inside the collar of your shirt and they grab a hold of their bulletproof vest and they're sitting back there in the chair like this. Mr. Bagley, what brings you in today? Well, I have applied for global entry, and obviously you want to talk about it. All right, I'm not trying to be like a wise you-know-what, but, I'm just trying to bring some lightheartedness to the situation.
Oh, boy.
And after I said that, he gives me the old, looking through this application here, and why do you need this? Okay, well, first of all, you're making it available.
Why is it any business of yours?
Well, this is the part of the interview process. So, and I said, I travel a lot for work, and not knowing if that will ever take me out of the country or not, I want to have the global entry piece, but the TSA pre-piece is obviously pretty important.
Yes.
Well, what is it you do for work? I'm a radio announcer. Again, I don't want to go in, all the way. Well, what is it you announce? I announce NASCAR races on the radio. About a 1.5 second pause. The hands came out of the collar. I then got the elbows on the desk and the lean in and be like, you do? Do you go to all the racetracks? Yeah, that's why I need this, because I'm flying in and out of airports. Hey, so tell me, what is Jeff Gordon like? And then it turns into like an interview. The tone and tenor totally changed. Approved. All right, Mr. Bagley, take care. Have a good day.
Perfect.
It started out so mean and terse, and so like I was being interrogated like I'd done something wrong. And then once I dropped what I did, then the whole conversation changed. We talked racing for 20 minutes.
That's good.
Like, okay, there we go.
I'm glad he asked you about Jeff Gordon. I thought you were going to say, boy, that short track package needs work. That all-star race was boring.
Well, keep in mind, this interview was 8 years ago when I first got this, or 10 years ago. So
bring back
we
North
hadn't
Wilkesboro
gotten,
and Rockingham.
we hadn't even gotten to the car tomorrow yet, I think. I mean, this is how far this went back.
Yeah,
so,
okay. All right.
Now, this time through, I'll get the short track package interrogation.
Exactly.
Hey, what's going on with that North Wilkesboro?
Yeah. No, by the way,
need a points race.
I appreciate your animation of kind of describing to us what you went through, but now you got the old bacon collar on your T-shirt. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. I gotta kind of
stretch it out a little bit there, big boy.
You need those jockey Michael Jordan. Oh, Petey, did you see the video of Michael Jordan falling into a creek trying to hit a golf ball?
I did.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, look.
He tried.
He was in a very precarious situation. His lie was not good, but old MJ took a big old hack at a ball and
down he went.
Yeah, landed like a leg, full on legs in there. So like, you're losing your pants at that point.
Thank you. Now watch this drive.
And then just boom right into the water. So I'm just saying, we saw Spieth freaking out on the tee box the other day because he hit a bad iron shot. It's always nice to know that some of these great athletes are just like you and me sometimes, and they're terrible at, not terrible, but not great at things sometimes.
No golf jokes if you're Bubba or Tyler this weekend at the Coke 600.
Probably
That's
not.
what I would say. Probably not.
One more thing before we hit the break. Speaking of LeBron and great athletes, things of that nature, did you see the picture with LeBron's kids at the game the other night? I thought of you when I saw this, but it shows LeBron's kids and behind LeBron as he's on the court, and it says, "Look at our little men's shoes." Like little men, meaning they're teenagers,
kids. Yeah.
I looked at the shoes, and they're wearing Jordans, and it says ... Even the kids know what's up.
Yes. Exactly right.
They're both wearing Air Jordans.
The GOAT right there.
There's no Air LeBrons.
There is not. They've not made a movie about LeBron's shoe like they did with MJ's with Air. You're right.
Coming up, bottom of the hour. Got headline check number 1 for you. Got Pistol Pete's power rankings. Uncle Petey will power rank the teams, the organizations, as we have cleared the halfway portion of the regular season and we open up the back half this weekend with the Coca-Cola 600. Coming up at the top of the hour, there will be one new face in, well, one of many in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series event this weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway. David Gilliland is going to suit up, saddle up, and he'll be behind the wheel, the number one Tricon Garage Toyota. We'll chat with David coming up at 8 a.m. in the East. Got the calendar for you around 8:50. Chris Gale, Ty Gibbs' crew chief, will join us at 9. Ryan McGee of ESPN will join us at 10. And we've got some things we'd like to chat with you about at 866-BIT-LANE and also on Twitter at SiriusXM NASCAR, hashtag TMD NASCAR. TMD brought to you in part by our friends at Indeed. Need to hire? You need Indeed.com/credit.